Hey guys, you know our mighty industries, our government and religions and the churches and news media, mainstream media are all breaking down because we're discovering that they have been lying to us and telling us a story, and we can see this with our own eyes. Part of the reason is because we all have the internet and we're all interacting. If you're my age, I mean, this is incredible that we're able to even do this, reach out and touch the whole world. That's why we all should be creating a channel. You should too, or at least support one that is trying to get the news out or trying to get the word out about what's going on in the world. They've been covering this up for so long, it's a shock to those of us. And think of it this way, if what we're finding out about the UFOs, if our government's coming out and going to say, okay, the UFO thing is real, what does it mean about the rest of the stuff? The abductions and all the other crazy stories that we hear. Does this mean that all of it is potentially true? Even if a small portion of these stories are true, it should be life-changing to everybody on the planet because it's happening to everybody on the planet. The only thing that our government seems to agree on is the truth about this, and that's not a Democrat or Republican thing. As long as they can keep inputting that Democrat and Republican thing, it keeps everybody broken up because I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be no damn Republican or no damn Democrat. Or, we can't think that way. We're all human beings trying to figure out what's true. And we're finding out that our own people is playing a psyops on us. The people we pay money to keep things working that's not happening. For God's sakes, they can't even agree on the COVID shot. Think about that. Because we exist right now in this time, us, you and me, because we exist right now, this is our time to do something about it. Don't let people think, anybody younger than 40 probably thinks this is normal. This is not normal. This is far from normal. We need to get back on track. This is not a Democrat or Republican thing. It's a human thing. And humans have got to fix it. We're finding out that our government has known the whole time that the history they teach us in school is not true. That makes us grow up to be dumber people because we don't understand reality. The rest of the countries around the world are teaching their children reality. So what do you think is going to happen when enough time goes by? There's the difference in our intelligence is going to start to show when we don't believe what's right in front of us, and they're able to process this much better than we are. We've been taught right since our birth about religion, especially here in America, and the apocalypse is going to come and destroy everything and take God's children away and all that. But the original meaning of apocalypse means to unveil, to show what's been hidden. And so if that's what they're afraid of the apocalypse, afraid to be seen what's hidden, shown what's hidden, then that's on them. We should push for the apocalypse. We should push for the unveiling. Unless you want to go through the rest of your life and let your kids grow up blind to reality, when the rest of the world is moving right along. We see how the people like David Grush, the whistleblowers, have been treated and how the media treats them, although it's getting better. But we have a hard time changing our beliefs. We have a hard time changing what we think is our reality. We don't want to let it go. We want to believe what we believe. That's because we're humans and we have a condition called the brain. And when the brain thinks it knows all it knows, well, then it does. It knows all it knows. What else could there be? Well, there's a lot more. And if we allow ourselves, that's called awakening. Now, there's different reasons why our government may not want us to know what's happening. Because mainly there are a bunch of old, superstitious, rich people that think leave well enough alone, and that is the boogeyman. That is angels and demons. And you know what? It is. It's probably what our ancient people called angels and demons. In fact, in Diana Pasulka's book, she refers to the fact that these UFOs, if this is real, then they would in fact be what our ancients called angels and demons. I don't know what the problem is. To me, it seems like it's something new and fascinating and something we should embrace and find out. Whatever these things are, they seem to be very interested in us, and some of us may more than others, maybe. I don't know. But they seem to have things to do with things with like the afterlife. They seem to understand there's a link, and dreams, and all kinds of things that we haven't figured out. We haven't got it together yet because we've not been told about this. Just think where we would be if we told since we were born that this was real. Think how far more we'd be way further down the road communicating with these things, and who knows what else. But there are some secrets that the government don't know that we can act upon ourselves. And one of them is, if you learn these rules, you'll start to understand much deeper what's happening. First, get your body and your mind in shape. Strengthen your body up. Strengthen your mind up by seeing what other options there are to listen to and different people to listen to. Just go completely outside your comfort zone, learning other religions and just as much as you can about the other side of where you've been all your life. If you're a Christian, learn about Buddhism or Hinduism and go as deep into it. Remember, it's just a belief. You don't have to hold it serious. It's a belief system, probably meant to hold us in that to get us through most of our life so we're not looking at reality. Second is master your emotions. Be in control of your emotions. There's a saying, know thyself. Know thyself. Feel your emotions. Know who you are. Know what gets you upset. Know why. Know when you're thinking of something, is that you? If you can master those two things, you'll be ahead of a lot of people on this planet. And third, and probably the most important, be and stay curious and keep your mind open. We're flying through a universe and we could run across anything. Anything could be out here. We shouldn't think that we know everything. We know a small portion of what we know. The science tell us, although we know what water can do and fire can do, we still don't know what it is. So just keep in mind, we know very little, and we shouldn't pretend like we know more than we do. Or we have knowledge on something. If I'm a vacuum cleaner guy and I know everything there is about vacuum cleaners, I have no reason or to tell you how to live your life to be for your life. Just because I have an expertise in one thing That has nothing to do with anything else. If a police officer or a doctor is steps outside their field, they should be called on it. Just because they wear a suit or a uniform doesn't mean they know more. They only know what they know in their field, and that's it. Their intelligence doesn't pass that. I mean, it may, but it necessarily doesn't pass that. Give them creed in what they know, but remember, anything outside that is just an idea or belief. Know that, and you'll go much farther. All you people that grown up in the Bible and religion, you still have a superpower. You know what's in the Bible, and you know, so you can take and hear these other words in these other religions and stuff and know that it's pointing to something else. It turns out the Bible isn't talking about God at all. But you would never know that just by listening to the people, the preachers and the sermons and the big fat churches that's got millions of dollars while homeless camps are around them. So know who the bad guy is. Sometimes the bad guys dress up in fancy clothes and they smell pretty. Folks, you've been watching the podcast, so you know what's going on. There's a lot of really respectable people trying to get this information out in a breakneck way, and we got to give them all the respect for that. They're not getting any brownie points from doing this from their family and friends, I'm sure, but they're doing some work, and the work is good. The work is to educate us, and believe me, we need it. We think we understand. We think we're smart because we're Americans. When the rest of the world speaks multiple languages and understands math and quantum physics, and we don't understand any of that. Very few of us here claim to. Now we're finding out that our own science has let us down. Our own physics has led us astray. So that they're dumbing us down purposefully, they're letting the rest of the world pass us up. So thank you for listening. You can smack that bell, hit that like button, let the algorithms know you're listening, and thank you very much. Until next time. I'm new at this. I'm getting better, so thank you.